Hey everyone, thank you for joining our team huddle for the week. We have a couple people on, but for those of you that are watching the playback, I'm so excited that you're on. Can you believe we have 2 weeks left? It blows my mind, honestly, that there's just a couple weeks left before the challenge is through, and we're kind of back to hopefully better habits. So on here, I've got Trish and Tressa. I'm so excited you guys are on tonight. So this week I want to hear about, we've been doing this for a little while, but I really want to talk about what's life like after the challenge, right? Because as we are kind of going, we're kind of in this honeymoon phase of, okay, I'm eating right, okay, I'm drinking my water, logging my points, and I'm doing it for points. Maybe that might be a motivation. But I want you to think about what's life going to be like after the challenge. Too often I find a lot of people who have done diets in the past, and maybe this counts as you, maybe not, but most diets end and the people will gain their weight back within 2 years. 85% of people will gain their weight back. Isn't that frustrating? It kind of bugs me. And so we are out to dispel that statistic by kickstarting with these healthy habits and then helping you continue. So I want to ask you guys, Tressa and Trish, I want to ask you guys, what do you kind of going beyond the challenge, what do you think life will be like? What's one thing that you've learned that you know that you'll continue after the challenge is through? Tressa, I'll go to you first.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably, maybe eat out a little bit more, like have pizza with my family, but I think it's all in moderation. I think it's helped me to realize that if I kind of make a mistake one night, sometimes I've had the habit in the past where I've been like, okay, well, I already messed up, then I'm just going to eat treats the rest of the day. Whereas this has helped me realize, okay, I made a mistake, but now I can bounce back and I can be healthy the rest of the day and feel better the rest of the day.
Awesome. That's so great. And that really goes with, what we've been learning, that yo-yo cycle, that yo-yo dieting, is that mentality where we just kind of are stuck. And they kind of describe it like being on a rocking chair. You kind of oscillate from good to bad to good to bad, but you don't really do anything with it, right? So it's like you said, Tressa, it's like you make good decisions until you make one bad decision. It's like, oh, the whole thing's ruined and I'm done. And you throw your hands in the air and you eat whatever you want. I don't know about you guys, but I used to do that too. And it was just, and at the end of the day, how did I feel? Did I feel like, oh yeah, I can start, I really wanted to start again the next day? Nope. Most of the time I felt really guilty. I felt hopeless. I felt like I was a failure when those types of days would come. And so the next day it was like, how can I even do this? How can I move forward? But what I've loved with these healthy habits, what I've learned is that I don't, there really isn't really a bad day for food. It's just, sometimes I don't make great choices, but I can bounce back right after that, just like you said, Tressa. So I love that. And I think that's really what's going to help you continue to stay on track and create something, a healthy life, instead of just staying on a diet. So that's awesome. What about you, Trish? What's one thing that you feel like you're going to be able to continue once the challenge is done?
Probably water intake. I used to be really, really great at it, and then I became a stay-at-home mom. Then it all went out the door. Like to leave my house and have a place to go would trigger my, okay, well, you're out of your house, you need to drink water. And now that I'm at home all the time, it's harder to remember that I need to drink water. I was like really on the start of a bad habit of just soda. Oh, this meal would go great. It needs soda. That's what we need. And I just go grab a can of soda. And now, like, I haven't had to buy soda since I started the challenge. And I mean, we still have it in our house because I'm not making everybody else go on a strike because I'm doing it. But I think that's going to change for me the most because I forgot how well my body did with water.
That's awesome. Water it does so much for your body. And I don't know about you, but I keep learning more and more about why water is so awesome. And just like you said, it's like sometimes we fall back into those old habits, right? Of like, oh, we're just going to grab a soda or whatever. But what you've created is something different. No, I'm going to grab water. I like the feeling of, when I eat, I like having the water by me. I like being cognizant of that. So I think that's fantastic. One thing that I think I want to point out and kind of brag for you, Trish, is the fact that you're pregnant, and it's not easy. It's not easy to be pregnant, first of all, but then to like make really good food choices. I think a lot of people use pregnancy as an excuse to just kind of eat whatever you want. And guilty, I've done that, and it didn't bide well for me. And so I don't know. Do you want to share your good news about your glucose test and everything this last week?
Yes, it came back 108. As soon as I finished that drink, I was like, where is my water? I want my water. I so was dying. And the fact that I had to wait an hour to take the test before I had water, I really wanted to bite someone's head off. I thought I could take it within the hour. But anyway, I got up to my midwife and she's like, oh yeah, let's check the results. And she says, 108. That's awesome. And I was like, well, that's because I cut out sugar mostly. And she's like, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Oh, awesome.
And I only gained 4 pounds since this challenge has started. So I'm loving this pregnancy because I'm thinking when I'm done with this, maybe we'll actually get to where I actually lose this weight. Because I just keep adding and adding and adding on. And I'm done.
Awesome. Awesome. And you can, and you're doing something healthy that's good for you, good for your baby, and then it's setting you up for success when you're finished. So, I want you guys to think about really like there is life at the end of the challenge, and unfortunately it is holiday season coming upon us. And so this is kind of a time of year where a lot of people kind of throw their health plans and healthy habits to the wind in basically to accommodate a lot of holiday stuff. So I want you guys to be thinking about what are some things that you're going to do to make a plan. And that was today's question was, the holidays are coming. What are you going to do to prepare? And I've seen a lot of great suggestions. Some suggestions were eating off a smaller plate. Some of them were, not giving away treats, not baking for neighbors. Throwing away being okay with throwing away the treats that come into your house, because I don't know about you guys, but I get bombarded with them sometimes, and it's so tempting to just keep them there, but it's nice to have a bite and tell them that you loved it and throw it away anyway, because that they just want to know that you appreciated it, and just other tips. So keep thinking about that. Because when we're in that rocking chair mentality, that dieting mentality, where it's like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to lose 10 pounds or 8 pounds or whatever it is for the challenge. Okay, now that I've done that, yay, I've done it. Now I can celebrate and eat some cake. That's not what we're trying to do here. Yes, cake exists. Yes, holiday treats exist. But what we're trying to create is health where you can find a really good balance. It's like Tressa said, she's going to have pizza with her family. But you know what I mean? It's like, what's going to serve you and how you're going to be able to make your health that priority. So, sorry, there's a fly. Anyway, so that's kind of what I want you to think about. I want you to sit down and I want you to write what are some things that you've loved about the challenge that have kept you on track, and what you're planning to continue life beyond the challenge, because that's definitely something where you can do it and really just receive more support from people around you. So, do you guys have any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, good. Well, thank you for being on, Tressa and Trish. It's so good to see your faces, and you guys are doing fantastic. It's so fun to have you guys part of the team. For everybody else, make sure that you are making sure that you're logging everything, keep on track, and keep going, keep going. We only have a couple weeks left, and you guys are doing pretty amazing. So with that, I will let you guys go and get back to your evenings, but we will see you next week, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and we'll do one of our last few huddles. I'd love to see as many on there as possible. Okay?
Okay, good seeing you.
Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.